second graders, this is Miss Engelhart, and I'm going to do a quick video to talk you through your math worksheet for May 28th. That is a Thursday, and your worksheet looks a little bit like this. This is your tens, hundreds picture grid, and you're going to solve each of these equations and then color it the corresponding color, and you're going to get a picture of a plant in Australia. Once you are done with this, I want you to send a picture to your teacher. I'm going to share my screen and show you how I might do this. Okay, so now you should be able to see my screen, and I have the tens, hundreds picture grid in front of me. So I need to solve each set of problems and color in the squares as directed to make a picture of a plant you'd find in Australia. You could do this a few different ways. You could choose one of the colors to solve all of them. So I might look at dark green and solve one of my dark green equations first. I could solve any one of these problems. Today I'm going to solve 30 plus 50. So 30, you can use your hundreds grid for this, and you can find 30, and if you notice, if I go down one square, I'm adding 100 each time, but I'm not adding 100, I'm adding 50. If I go to the right, I'm adding 10, and I want to add 50 because I'm doing 30 plus 50, so I would start at my 30, and if I'm adding 50, I want to do 5 jumps since each jump is 10 to the right. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I know that 30 plus 50 is 80. So then I would choose a dark green color, and you might use crayons or colored pencils, and then you can color this box in. And I know you guys can do really great coloring, probably better than I can do right here. Then we can go and find an equation for light green that we would like to solve. One tip before we move on is I would cross off the equations that you've solved because I know I've already solved 30 plus 50, so I might cross that one off. So light green, I'm going to go choose a light green color. Then I'm going to solve 20 plus 30. So I could start at my 20 and go 3 jumps of 10 since 30 is 3 tens and every jump to the right is 10. So 1, 2, 3, I end up at 50. I would color in this one light green because it says light green up here and cross off 20 plus 30. Then for gray, so you would go and choose a gray color. I'm going to think of what equation in here might I want to solve. We could solve 30 plus 110. Now if I started at 30 and then tried to go up 110, that may be a lot of jumps. You could do it that way because remember, one jump down, the difference between 30 and 130 is that's a jump of 100. So if I make a jump of 100 by going down 1, then I need another jump of 10 since I'm adding 30 plus 110. This is the equation that I'm solving up here. So 30 plus 100 plus 10 more is 140. So this box would be gray, and you would color that in super neatly. And I would cross off that equation. Then I might change to my brown to solve one of these equations. I might solve a subtraction equation. So 950 minus 70. Teachers make mistakes too. So I'd go to 950. I'd have to go, oh, it's way down here. Here's 950 minus 70. Remember, if I do a jump up, oh, what's the difference between 950 and 850? That's a difference of 100. I don't want to make a jump of 100 or subtract 100. I only want to subtract 70. If I go to the left, what's that difference? That's a difference of 10. I'm subtracting 10 by jumping from 950 to the left to 940. I want to make a jump of 70. So I'd go 950, 1, 2, so let's see, jump of 10, jump of 20, jump of 30, jump of 40. Oh, I ran out of room. But where would be my next number? I just did a jump of 40. 910. A jump of 50 would land me at 900. 60 to 890. 70 to 880. So 950 minus 70, or 7 jumps of 10, gets me to 880. So then I would color my 880. Let's see what color. Brown, because I just did 950 minus 70, so I cross that off. 950 minus 70 is 880, and I would color in this box. And that is how you do this page. So I would go back and I would do all of these equations in each one. This might take you a little bit of time. You can do a little and come back. Maybe you can do all the dark green and then take a quick break or stretch and then come back and do the rest. Once you have all of these completed, it will create a picture of a plant that you can find in Australia. So that is how you complete that page. We're looking forward to seeing your pictures.